This episode is brought to you by SmartVestor. Connect with an investing pro near you at RamseySolutions.com/SmartVestor.
Candace is in Washington, D.C. Hey, Candace, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Better than I deserve. What's up?
Hi. Okay. So my husband and I we have done all your steps. We are debt free. We have money in our emergency account. And now we are in the thinking of investing stage. And investing in like the stock market scares us, like, because it's not a world we know anything about. So my husband wants to invest in precious metals like gold, and I want to invest in a beachfront property or a lake property we can use as a rental. Mm-hmm. So my question is, what do you think is the better investment?
At your stage, neither one.
Okay.
Right now, you need to just be doing your 401ks and Roth IRAs and some good growth stock mutual funds. And I know you said the stock market scares you, and it scares you not because it's scary, but because you just don't know anything. So it's time to it's time to learn and start learning a little bit about how a mutual fund works. What a mutual fund is multiple people put money in it. That way they mutually fund it. That's where the name comes from. And what the fund buys tells you what kind of mutual fund it is. If they buy growth stocks with the money that people have mutually funded, then it's a growth stock mutual fund. And you hear people say that phrase a lot, I'm sure. And that's what we teach people, and what I personally have put, Ken's personally put, our families have put our retirement into mutual funds. And a mutual fund is 90 to 200 different stocks of America's best and brightest companies. And so when you open up your mutual fund information brochure, you're going to see companies like Exxon or Apple or Home Depot or Coca-Cola or McDonald's or something like that. And you're going to go, 20 years from now, this group of stocks is going to be worth a lot more than it is today, because for the last 100 years or so, the stock market has averaged a little over 11% per year. And those are the group of stocks going up in value. And so that's what I would do. If you're out of debt, you got your emergency fund, I'd start putting 15% of my income into 401ks and Roth IRAs and good growth stock mutual funds. I'd sit down with a SmartVestor Pro. You can find one that we recommend at RamseySolutions.com. We're not in the investment business, but these are the people that'll help you do that and have the heart of a teacher, and they'll finish teaching you the lesson that I just started teaching you. Gold absolutely sucks. You're going to really screw up putting your money in gold. Your husband doesn't know anything about that either, or he wouldn't be suggesting it. Gold has a horrible track record. Over the last 70 years, gold has an average annual return of 2%. You'd be better off putting your money in a freaking fruit jar. So no. Just because you've been reading too much crap on the internet, if you think gold is a good investment. No, it's not an investment. It's a good way to lose your butt. And so, no, you don't need to do that. And no, you don't need a beachfront rental that you're going to borrow money to go do. You just got out of that. So, no, you're going to be putting 15% of your income aside in good growth stock mutual funds, and that is the shortest direction to your first $1 million to $5 million in net worth.
I think that advice is a little fuzzy, Dave. I think you should clarify that a little bit. Just as a casual observer. Could you be any more clear? I don't think that's possible.
I think it's fun to remember that when you're investing, when you do anything that's new, there's two kinds of fear. There's fear that is good for you. Don't touch a hot stove. Don't stand in front of an 18-wheeler that's coming at you at 80 miles an hour. That's fear that keeps you from getting hurt, right? You need good fear. The other fear is fear of something I don't know how to do, but it's false evidence appearing real, FEAR. And that's you holding the seat of your 5-year-old while they learn to balance a bicycle for the first time. In their minds, they're getting ready to die. In your mind, they're going to be balancing and giggling within the next hour, and they will probably scrape a knee in the interim. and they will not die from it. Instead, they will have a life of freedom because they can now pedal and balance and learn something that they didn't know before. That's a good fear that you work your way through with knowledge and with practice, and that's investing. And that's investing in the stock market. The stock market is not scary at all. It's not unstable, and it's not even that risky when you learn how to do it properly, like we're talking about. Not buying single stocks. We're not day trading. Not doing some stupid butt thing you heard on TikTok. We're just putting money in your 401k, baby. It's kind of boring.